Hello guys, in this video we'll be looking at the abstract factory design pattern. The abstract factory design pattern is a creational pattern that provides an interface for creating a family of objects without specifying their concrete class. Now let's look at this scenario. Suppose we have a framework that provides connection to multiple databases and we want to be able to access this different database connection using the same interface. Now let's see how we can implement this in our Xcode. Now in Xcode, we are going to start with creating our abstract factory protocol. So let's do that. So I'm going to start with by using the keyword protocol. Let me give it a name. Let me just call it database. Databases. Now let's create a method inside this. And say func. Let me call this Mongo DB or let me make this one create MongoDB. Then I want to create another one and then let's add two databases here. Let create my SQL DB. Now the next thing we'll do is to create our concrete factory. This will be the general interface by which we can get all our database objects. So for that, I'm going to use class keyword. Let's call this DB factory. I'm going to extend the protocol, the databases protocol. Let's implement those methods. Func. Just copy this. Let's just return some strings. So let me return the MongoDB objects, which we are going to create later. Again, let me implement this as well. Now let's create a protocol which all these our database we can inherit from and implement so that they can also as well have common interface. Let me call this protocol connections So let me just include the method here. Let's say create connection string. Create, or let me just create connection. And just return type of string. Then we can take all this implementation body out. Now let's create our MongoDB. So we can now say class MongoDB implement the connection string. And just copy and paste. So connection, then let's implement that method which we have. And I'll call this turn connected to MongoDB. And lastly, let's create the other DB which we also have, which we also want to provide in our abstract factory interface, in our concrete factory interface. Sorry. So this one is my SQL DB. So let me just class extend connection string. Curly brace. Let's implement this method again. So connected to MySQL DB. Let me first run this before I instantiate it and see if everything's okay. Now let's access this classes. So to do that, you can say let's say DB factory, be assigned to. So now we are going to assign it to the concrete factory which we created, which is this DB factory. And then from there we can now access our database. So now I can now get my DB connection with DB and then call that method. Okay, let's call this create DB, which return our whatever DB object. So let's say create my MongoDB object. We call this method on it, DB factory. So this one is DB factory. Let me assign this to another. Let me assign this to MongoDB. Go So now let's print this to console and see what we have. Let's print MongoDB. Just copy the method fast. Let's run this. So now you can see connected to MongoDB. So now anytime we wanted a DB connection, we can access those DB connections using this interface. This helps us to create a very high flexible framework or APIs when we are building applications. Because now in our class we can simply just implement this protocol, DB, this this factory this factory protocol, this factory complete factory class, and then from there we can maybe that during runtime we can be exchanging what do we pass in, which object do we pass in based on maybe the user action or some activity. So again, let me say I wanted to access the MySQL DB, for example, I can say MySQL, and then I'll assign it to DB factory dot create MySQL MySQL DB. So this also will also work. So I can just say let's print this as well to the console. Print, and then put the MySQL variable, and then create connection string, create connection. So let's run this and see whether it works. Sorry, I think the method. Well, let's check the method. Creation. Okay, sorry, this was a mistake. Just create. This was meant to be create. So let me just correct it. Create. 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 So this should work now. Fine. This create as well. Let's see. Now you can see it works. And then we have so just through this interface now we can access all our database objects. Now to summary, the step we take to implement this abstract factory method, we created an abstract class that declares the method for creating objects in the family. We created a complete class that implements the abstract factory and provide the implementation of the method for creating the objects in the family. Then we now create another abstract class that declares common interface for objects in the family, which is when we create that connect string or connection protocol. And then we now create a concrete class that implements the product and provide a concrete implementation for this interface. So guys, this is the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. See you in the next video.